All right, Donald Trump has some damage containment to do, to put it mildly, and he's trying to do it. He apologized for his remarks from more than 11 years ago, and now he's just trying to deal with some Republicans who are urging him to step aside and have someone else run as the Republican nominee. It could be Governor Mike Pence. It could be a host of others. It's a Byzantine process because we've never been there, never done that in either party, even when a nominee has gotten sick along the campaign trail. Oftentimes what happens is the nominee as president gets sick, and then there's an issue. But there's a procedure in place for that. There isn't for something like this. Charlie Gasparino, though, has been talking to a number of people who are wondering, just in case. What are you hearing, Charlie?
You know, this is from, let's say, senior Republican officials, people that are advisors, people that are very plugged into the RNC. And I want to just say I've not confirmed this with the RNC, so take it for what it's worth, but it's from decent enough sources. Couple things. There apparently is a committee within the RNC that decides, you know, who gets nominated in the potential that the candidate does drop out. And that committee, from what I understand, has been put on standby following those remarks. Standby meaning simply this: they can't force him out. Apparently, I did a little research on this just moments ago. We're in uncharted territory here, as you know, Neil. They really can't force him out. He has to bow out, and then they are ready to nominate someone immediately to replace him. So the notion that Donald Trump is going to bow out, at least at the committee, at the party level, is more than a theoretical possibility. They are actively considering that following the release of this tape. That doesn't mean he will. You know, for all I know, this guy is going to go down with the ship. You know what I'm saying? And that's somewhat in his personality, as you know. You know, they are preparing for that possibility. And then it becomes, you know, they have to meet immediately within hours. And then there's apparently, the way I understand it, it's about 168 members where they have, you know, they do a majority rule vote on potential candidates. And that will be very interesting if that happens. But I'm just saying that, you know, listen, as a reporter, you got to prepare for this stuff. This weekend, reporting this out, in addition to the debate, will be a story, whether he stays in or not, because at least when you talk to senior Republican people, I mean, we may be the first with this news, Neil, but this is being shattered and talked about among every senior Republican in the and anybody that's connected to that party in some major way is talking about the more than theoretical possibility that he drops out of the race right now. This is at a critical talking stage. Now, whether he does it or not, I don't know. I know Donald is a resilient guy. You know, he's going to obviously make his case that, you know, if this was rude, locker room chatter, it doesn't disqualify me. Other Republicans will say, well, it's one of many things. And here's the real rub here, and this is what has people really up in arms. And it's something that I've told you in the past. Donald's had a long record saying things, right?
And he's overcome worse. He's overcome worse, and we should stress that. But, Charlie, thank you very, very much.
They're worried about what
else
this might
could be a whole... Yeah, there could be other stuff there. We want to hasten to add here that there are legal issues, too. People have voted, millions of them. And Donald Trump's name was on the ballot. Donald Trump's name is already on ballots across the country for the November 8th contest. So that's a month from today. So we hasten to add that this is more conjecture, and some establishment figures worried, many of them about other things, including their own jobs. But this is tough. More to this.